What's going on, everyone? Thanks for checking out the video and welcome back to Raleigh Outdoor Adventures. On this one, I'm in the Kootenay Valley in British Columbia, and well, I'm paddling the Columbia River. I just left the Invermere area. I'm getting up into the river here. Figured I'd check in with you guys, say hello. We are checking out wildlife, exploring an area that I've actually never even explored outside of the channel or anything like that. I'm pretty excited to see what I can see and go as far as I can go. I have no idea how far this goes. Well, that's actually incorrect. I know the Columbia River goes all the way to Golden. Definitely not going that far. That's a few hours drive. But I want to see kind of where it goes into the hills and all that kind of thing. So come with me while I explore this amazing river. This river's been on my list for quite some time. I've been really wanting to paddle along it, and I just haven't quite had the opportunity. But I am out here in the Invermere area like I was last year and every other year before that, and I finally decided that this was the year I was gonna give this a paddle and do some exploration out here. I'm quite excited to actually be experiencing this gorgeous river. It's fairly shallow, actually. I could probably touch right now, but I do expect it to get quite a bit deeper. There are lots of paddlers out here right now, but you can't have motorized vehicles, so it's quite nice to have the calm water just chilling around, and it makes for a nice easy paddle. Nothing compared to Pigeon Lake when I caught that beautiful walleye. An absolutely beautiful wetland out here, so I think we'll be seeing some birds and some other wildlife, so let's hope for that. I am gonna peel through this little section. Seems like there's a little kind of lakey, pondy spot, and I'll go have a paddle around that, see what I can see if I don't bottom out here. It's getting pretty shallow, actually. Oh, that's pretty nice. That is pretty nice if I do say so myself. So I think my goal for this trip is to get up to the Columbia River Wildland Zone. I think that's what it's called. No fishing or anything up there, so it should be pretty quiet. I just kind of want to check it out, see what I can see. But I think the section of the river that I was on actually just expands into this, which is kind of nice. Can't overly complain. And there's no current really whatsoever, so this is easy paddling. This is real easy paddling. Let me know in the comments below if you guys are enjoying the paddling. It's a little bit outside of my comfort zone for videos. Usually I'm a camping, bushcraft, survival kind of guy, but I have been trying to put out these paddling videos every so often because I do enjoy paddling. I just you know, never know if it's going well for you guys, if you guys like it or not. So make sure you either give this video a big thumbs up or let me know in the comments what you think. If any of you know any good paddling spots that you would like to share with me, I would love to be able to explore some areas that I don't really know at all and be able to get some real good exploration in. So if you do happen to know any good spots you're willing to share, please drop them down in the comments. I will be heading that way to explore those gorgeous spots. But the purpose of this is to try to get up to the Columbia Valley Wilderness area. So that's the goal. I'm going to flip you guys around for a nice little scenic view of a bit of paddling, and we'll see what we can see. It looks like we're out of the wetlands. That sign we just passed, it took a little bit of time to read and saying we are pretty much out of the wetlands now. We are out of the wetland stuff. There's a sign back there saying pretty much you're exiting the wetlands. It was for a tour company, but it was the end of their wetlands tour, which to me kind of indicates that it's the end of the major wetlands stuff. You're probably going to see a bit of wetlandy kind of things, but I think that's pretty much the end of that for a while at least. We are 1.5 kilometers into this paddle. I got about 3.5 kilometers of paddling left to do until we get to that wilderness area for the Columbia River. And I'm really hoping we get there rather quickly because I want to check it out. I've always wanted to see that area, and I finally am having the opportunity to get after it. It's very quiet out here, which I genuinely enjoy. Not too many people are coming out this far. Really, really nice. I love being alone out on the water or out in the bush hiking and backpacking and stuff. And there's a ton of other people around. It really defeats the purpose for me. So I'm just happy to be out here alone and enjoying everything that nature has to offer. Oh, nothing like solitude, I'm telling you. Nothing like solitude. It's quite shallow now. I could just reach down and scoop up a handful of this gravel, which is kind of interesting. I didn't expect it to be this shallow. Absolutely did not expect it. Ooh, what's down here? This looks kind of fun. Got a little bridge. Let's see what we got over here. I'm gonna check Gaia and just see if anything interesting is over there. And I'm getting pushed downstream. It's quite a big river, actually. Quite a big river. So I think I'm gonna be trying to go down that on our way back, if I remember. That goes for quite a while. We're gonna keep trying for that wilderness area, and then there's a current now, and I can tell you it makes paddling a lot easier. But I'm definitely gonna be fighting that current all the way back. Oh, buddy. Yeah, that'll be a lot more work, but you know, whatever. So I got the GPS just in case I need someone to come pick my lazy butt up if I don't want to paddle all the way back. This river is running between Invermere and Golden. It's about 121 kilometers. It's kind of nestled between the Rockies and the Purcell Mountains, and well, it's a gorgeous river. If you've ever driven between Golden and Invermere, you'd know how beautiful this river really is. And it's my genuine first experience ever paddling it. So I'm just excited to be getting after it. We're just about 2 kilometers in to this paddling trip, and I think it's about a 5K paddle to the wilderness zone, roughly. It's kind of what Gaia told me. So I was checking once we were a little ways in, so I'm not too sure on the accuracy, but it's around 5K. We were at 1.5 in, we had 3.5 left, so I'm gonna say about 5K paddling. Not too crazy, but with this current, it's gonna make it a heck of a lot easier. On the way back, I'm definitely gonna be looking at some of those offshoot rivers and creeks and stuff to have a little adventure, see what I can see down in there. But this is definitely cool. There are some gorgeous sand dunes and some sweet little areas. But I can tell I'm still kind of riding along the side of the highway. I can see all the power poles, and there's a little rest stop in front of me, so that's a little less than amazing in my opinion. But I mean, what are you gonna do? It's a park area, so there's lots of stuff, and well, it's a valley, so it's gonna match up with a highway because that's the easiest path. Oh, we're gonna be doing a bridge here. Check this out. We were cooking through that. Man, oh man. That current's actually kind of strong. Beautiful views though. I don't know what I was expecting on this river, because it's a river and it's gonna have a current, but I wasn't expecting it to have that much current after the wetlands and that bridge. But I don't know why I was expecting anything different. But this is also my first time paddling on any rivers. I'm usually a lake guy, so yeah, that's that. It'll be rather interesting fighting this current on the way back up, but that's okay. We're tough, we're strong, we'll get after it, we'll get her done. Oh man, oh man. The water's quite murky on this area. It's probably because of all the fast moving water though. And silt and debris and whatnot. I can touch the ground with the paddle here, so that's quite shallow, if I'm being honest. It's quite shallow. Alright. We are 2.5K in. I'm gonna put you guys on a nice view with a time lapse for a kilometer, and I'll check in with you guys unless there's something absolutely jaw-dropping that comes up. Not sure if you guys can hear that, but the birds are majestic around here. Quite beautiful to listen to. There are over 250 different species of birds just through this whole wetland network, and well, you can definitely hear the different species, all the different calls and everything. It's quite beautiful, quite beautiful. I mean, the scenery that I have right now is just absolutely stunning. I got mountains, got hills, wetlands, trees, water. It's absolutely gorgeous. Here, check this out. What a view we are working with here today. I love it. Absolutely love it. We just went around kind of a cool little island section where the river split and went around an island. So I went around one side, obviously. On my way back, I'm gonna hit the other side, see what cool things there are to see down there. And well, I'm hoping to see some wild stuff out here. It's a pretty remote-ish area, and I mean, you can really only access the stuff that I'm on right now by paddling in. So it's kind of a cool spot to be. It's kind of a cool spot to be in, and well, not a ton of people even see this stuff. So I think it's pretty sweet to actually be out here and enjoying all the sights that are kind of rare, in my opinion. There's not a lot of people compared to how many people actually do this stuff. There's not many people that are willing to paddle and do things that require energy these days to come out and see these things and places. I mean, there's lots of people who have obviously seen it. There's tours and all kinds of stuff, but you definitely don't have as many as well, you should, if people are actually enjoying and kind of living their life to the fullest. So, you know, we have all of this nature, all of this excitement in our lives that's just in our backyards, and really no one wants to take advantage of it. It's more for me, right? That's what's up. That is what's up. Just kidding. I thought I'd mention we're 3.5 kilometers in, so we got about 2-ish K left of paddling, and then we'll be at the wildland zone. So yeah, I'll update you guys in another kilometer. What a view. Wow. That is absolutely gorgeous. We are 4.5 kilometers in, a little shy of that 5K mark, but we are officially in the Columbia National Wilderness Zone. And I will tell you, it is not disappointing even a little bit. It is stunning out here. It is absolutely gorgeous. I've been hearing woodpeckers go off. I saw some fish jump. It's beaming with life out here, and it's untouched, and it is absolutely stunning. Oh my goodness. It is a perfect area. You got sand dunes and all kinds of stuff. These giant sandy cliffs that are in front of me. Oh man, just beautiful water, beautiful mountains, lush trees and bushes, and good little sandbars to pull up onto if you want to. It's beautiful. Well, I'm gonna keep paddling for a while. I want to see a lot more of this area. I've been wanting to be up here for quite some time, so I'm gonna keep cooking along here, and we're gonna see some amazing views of this, honestly, one of my favorite mountain ranges between Alberta and BC. I love it out here. It's one of my favorite places in the entire world, and well, this river just makes it even better. So I'm gonna keep paddling along here, and we will. I'm just gonna keep paddling along here. We'll see what we can see, and well, hopefully we can see some fish or some animals, maybe a beaver. But hopefully we have the luck. Tell you, it has been the absolute weirdest summer of the last 10-15 years in well, in Alberta, but a lot of BC too. The weather's been so weird. It's been just pouring rain almost every single day, and it's been making getting out and recreating kind of a real pain in the butt. We went camping as a family in Kananaskis. We rented a nice wall tent and spent the weekend in that, hanging out and stuff. I was gonna film the whole thing. It'd be like a big extravaganza with the family, but it poured rain so hard, and so we didn't really get up to really anything that interesting. Went for a baby little hike, and we kind of just huddled underneath a tarp when we were doing everything, or hanging out in the tent and all of that kind of stuff. So it wasn't really making for a good video, unfortunately. I've only really been able to get out for one hike to Galatea Lakes, which was up to those alpine lakes, which was a lot of fun. I really enjoyed it, and I want to get another good good hike in, but yeah, definitely been not the recreation summer that we usually have, with nothing but 30-degree days and full sun and crazy good weather. But I mean, this isn't so bad. We're looking at about 25 degrees for any of those Yankee Doodle dandies south of the border watching this. This would be what the temperature is right now at 23, 25 degrees Celsius. That's what it is for you guys. And yeah, so we are kind of just making the most of what we can with the weather that we have. And well, that's why I'm out here paddling, because there's no better time at the present to be getting after it when it's nice like this. It was pretty gloomy, pretty miserable, about 15 degrees yesterday. So today I'm like, nope, getting in the kayak, going for a paddle. And well, here we are. Although I am planning to replace that backpacking trip that I missed due to inclement weather. Gosh, it's the theme this year. So I'm thinking of doing the Big Elbow River hike, which is about between 25 and 30K depending on your source, and going to the Tombstone Backcountry Campground. I'm really hoping that Rusty's health is good enough to join me on that trip, and I don't know, maybe bring a buddy. We'll see if any of the guys want to go on a big old backpacking trip. So I'm also taking my daughter Olivia on a camping trip in September, just the two of us. So I'm really excited for that one. I'm definitely going to be doing my best to film that. Hopefully I've got good weather, so I'm not just cowering underneath the tarp with my kid. I got some good hikes planned. A little trip into Canmore for some candy store time for the little lady, and well, just spend some awesome father-daughter time together. And I hope it makes for a half-decent video. If it doesn't, I won't be posting it. But I just really want to be able to show her the things that I love out here in life, and you know, get after it with her. And I mean, she's only 2, but she already loves the outdoors, really more than anything. She's always asking to go outside. So I'm gonna be taking her on a fun father-daughter camping trip. So be sure to look out for that. Hopefully everything goes well and we can film it. And yeah. Well, I am just about 6K in. We're actually getting pretty close to Radium, and well, I didn't really think I was going to be getting that far. The Radium golf course is just up there, and I'm thinking that's going to be my turnaround point. So I've got a big island in front of me here, and I believe it splits off. I'm gonna look at that. Hang on one sec. According to Gaia, that's not an island. So I kind of want to go see what that is now. This is a little uncharted inlet. Might be kind of cool. Let's see what's over here. Looks like just kind of a wetlandy area. Okay. I'll just show you guys quick. This is what I was looking at. I thought it was an island before, but no, it's just a little inlet. So let's go down here, see what we can see, and find a good turnaround spot. Yeah, we are 6 kilometers in. Been paddling for about an hour and 15 minutes. Kind of taking in the sights and all of that. Not really hardcore paddling, but yeah, we're almost in Radium, and that's a lot further than I intended to go. So I'm gonna keep on paddling for a little bit here and find a good turnaround spot. Alright guys, we are actually 7 kilometers in at this point, so I'm going to be flipping it around and heading back to Invermere. The Radium golf course is just over there, and well, that's far enough for me. I didn't even anticipate going this far. I was just going to go to that wildland area, but yeah, a lot further than I anticipated. Well, I'm going to get myself turned around and we're going to have a beautiful paddle back to civilization. Hopefully we can see some wildlife. Hopefully we can, you know, just have some more beautiful scenery and enjoy our time out here on the water. I will update you every kilometer. Let's go. Alright, so we're 8K in. We got 1 kilometer completed for the trip back to Invermere. I'll tell you, fighting this current is a lot harder than I had originally anticipated. It's gassing me out a lot quicker, so I'm trying to find where the current is showing itself and go to the calmer spots, just because I really don't need to gas myself out completely before, you know, getting to the even harder stuff under that bridge. So it's been a bit of a learning experience. Again, this is my first trip on a river, so I'm kind of learning as we go here, and yeah, it's definitely been a learning experience, to say the least. Big old log in the water there. Hello, log. And yeah, just don't take the easy paddling on the way in for granted, I'll tell you that. This is a lot more challenging. A lot more challenging. Whew. I definitely didn't anticipate how much harder the paddling is going to be on the way back. Which reminds me, oh, I need a sip of water here. Make sure my butt doesn't get dehydrated. That would be very bad. Very, very bad. So it took me 1 hour and 15 minutes to go 7 kilometers, and I feel like it's going to take me a fair bit amount of time longer to get back, so we will see. We'll see how long this takes. Okay, well, if anything interesting happens, I will let y'all know, but it's just going to be me sweating my bucket off for a little while here until something cool happens, or well, another kilometer pops up. So I'll see you guys in a kilometer. Alright, we are another kilometer back towards Invermere. I am tired, to say the least. Paddled a total of 9 kilometers so far, so I got 5 kilometers left, and I'm in a section here where there's not really any current, which is beautiful. I can easy paddle, because I'll tell you, that current has been nasty. I am way more tired than I had anticipated in any capacity, and well, I'm running aground at the moment. This is a very shallow spot here. I'm kind of looking for a little bit of a sandbar to take a bit of a rest if I can. I'm just tired. This is a lot more than I thought it was going to be. Oh, there we go. Off of that. Emma. There we go. Oh, yeah. So what was I saying before I started running aground there? Oh yeah, the current sucks, basically. And yeah, I'm kind of tired. I got 5 kilometers left. I think it's about 2.5K of like hard paddling with this current stuff, and then we're more in the wetlands area, which is gonna be nice for me because my shoulders and back and hands, especially the hands, they are tired. Very, very tired. Oh man. But we'll get back regardless. I'm just gonna whine and complain and be a big baby. But yeah, it's going a lot easier now. I'm at 9.24 kilometers now that I've been talking to you guys. So this paddling's been much more chill. So I'm hoping to have a relatively easy kilometer just to be able to catch my breath. And then I know I've got a couple hard ones coming up, so pray for me on those ones. All right, I will catch up with you guys on kilometer 10. Hopefully I'm doing all right. Well, I am 10 kilometers in. I got 4 left. I am quite tired. This area has been a bit easier. The current isn't nearly as strong as it was when I first started the journey back. I really took it for granted how easy the paddling was on the way in. I really should have turned around a lot sooner. I'm so used to lakes where there's not a whole heck of a lot of current. This is really kicking my butt. This is tough. This is challenging. Right now I'm just digging in, stroke after stroke, just trying to get a little bit closer back to my Jeep at the boat launch, and I'm tired. I've been drinking water. I'm taking little micro breaks just to try to give myself a little bit of recovery time. But this has been really, really challenging. I am kind of shocked at how hard this is. Oh man, in this time I've only gone 70 meters talking to you guys. And on our way in, I would have covered 250 in this time. And I was laughing. I was thinking, oh, it was an hour and 15 minutes to get the 7K in. I'm at 2 hours and 14 minutes. I'm only 3K back. So that means I'd be doing another 15 minutes to be able to get the same amount of distance in. And we all know that's not happening. So I'm tired. I got a lot left and a lot of time left. So I gotta go into, well, deep endurance mode and just keep cooking. So I'll catch up with you guys at kilometer 11. Alright guys, I am 11 kilometers in. I have 3 kilometers left, and I can tell you I am ready for those kilometers to be over. This last kilometer was a lot easier than the one starting the return. I'd say the first 2 coming back were the worst so far. And well, I got 3 left, 4 under the belt. Total of 7 to get back, 7 there. 14K total for this paddling adventure. I'm exhausted. Oh man, I really, a bit more than I could chew on this one, but I'm gonna make it back, don't you worry. But I'm gassed. I've had to take a couple of breaks for water just to rest my arms and my back a bit. But I'm doing all right. We've been paddling for 2.5 hours now, and slowly but surely we're making our way back. We're making our way through the Columbia National Wilderness Zone thing. That was my goal. I should have just stopped here and flipped around and went back, but I don't say I got greedy, but I got adventurous and went way further than I should have. And I'm tired and just wanting to be back at the boat launch. But anyways, I'm gonna quit whining, keep paddling, and I'll catch up with you guys in another kilometer. All right, well, I'm taking a quick little break. That was a really rough kilometer. It's not even done yet. I still have 100 meters left to get to 12K, but I'm coming up to that section with that bridge where it was really powerful current. So I'm just gonna take a bit of a rest here for a sec. And I'm gonna have to really work my butt off to get through that section and to navigate it safely. But this has been rough. Oh man, going down was so much fun. I was able to enjoy all the nature, look at birds and try to find fish and enjoy the paddle and floating down and all of that. And I'm just grinding all the way back. I don't even have the energy to talk to you guys while I'm paddling, really. Oh, it's a bit rough, but I'm gonna flip you around for this portion so you can see the pure agony on my face as I try to navigate this section with all the current and all the bridge turbulence and whatever you call it. Basically, I'm a seasoned paddler. I'm gonna have a quick bit of water and then we're gonna keep suffering. Oh. All right, let's do this. Let's go. I know this section's got a bit of distance before we get to that wonderful bridge part. I'm just preparing my mind. I'm a little stuck on the bank here. All right, off the bank we come. Oh, it's really quite shallow, and I'm trying to stay a bit shallower so that way I can stay out of the current as much as I can. But it's very shallow here, like not even a couple inches, so I'm gonna be struggling. Oh, it's pulling me in significantly already, but it's not much for me to grab when it comes to water. Let's go. Monologue. Just that was rough. I gotta try to get across the river to that bank over there. Oh boy. Okay. Let's do that. Oh god. Okay. Gotta really push it. Oh, that sucked. And I can see that bridge. It's right there. That's why this is so powerful and so crappy. All right. All right, so I decided instead of fighting that current, I was gonna walk it, and it was a good choice. So I just gotta pop across this, and I'm gonna get up around, and I'm gonna try to portage the kayak and all the stuff in it up and over the bridge and down onto the other side, because this current is powerful. I've seen people just getting slung down through it, so I don't really feel like trying to fight that. So I'm gonna portage this over top, and well, we're gonna go from there. Holy crap, I can't believe we made that. I just said screw it, I'm gonna try to navigate this, stay out of the current as best I can, and I did, and we made it past that brutal part for coming back upstream. Holy crap, did I have some bonkers anxiety about that. Oh man, people are just sending it full tilt going down that. It's a little crazy. Man, I did it. And after portage, oh, it's a beautiful thing. But this section does have a lot of current, so I think I might be dragging the kayak for a while. So I'm gonna set that up and do a little bit of foot travel here. Well, I'm back in the boat. We've gone 12.75 kilometers and we are out of the brutal current part. That walking section is done. I don't believe I'm gonna have to walk anything anymore. Thank goodness, this is a paddling trip. And the big bad scary current is all gone, thankfully. I'm exhausted. That was brutal. Trying to get through that section, I couldn't make any ground. So I really, the only choice I had was to walk and drag the yak, which is ultimately what I ended up doing. And we're almost back. We're at 12.87 kilometers. We got about a kilometer of paddling left. Oh man, making bad choices and learning the lessons that come with them is what this trip is all about. Do not try to paddle upstream. That is a bad choice. Have someone come get you at a pickup point if you're gonna do stuff like this, because trying to go back to where your vehicle is, especially on a river, is brutally hard. I have learned so much on this little paddling trip of mine. We've been paddling for 3 hours and 24 minutes and I'm so tired, but we are on our way back with 1/8 of the current that I've been dealing with on the river. We're in the wetlands. Hallelujah. I'll check in with you guys at the boat dock. We made it back. We are finally back in Vermeer. I'm exhausted. I'm gonna get this thing loaded up and I'll see you in the Jeep. All right guys, everything is loaded up on the Jeep. I am exhausted. It turned out to be a total of 16 kilometers of paddling, half of that being against the current upriver. I'm dead. I learned a lot of hard lessons. I'm completely exhausted. So this is where we're parting ways. Thanks so much for checking out the video. And until next time guys, I'll catch you later.